It's a lazy Sunday for me. I've just finished off a massive project and I'm about to jump in the next one, but I thought before I get into that, why not give a classic piece of Warhammer terrain a crack? Recently, I've been flicking through a few old White Dwarf magazines and I stumbled across this guide, how to create goblin green hills. And these things bring back a lot of fond memories for me and probably for you as well. So I thought I'd recreate these guides here for you with a bit of an Anvil of Doom twist, so you guys won't have to go out there and find an old White Dwarf magazine to recreate these things. Small projects like this give me a lot of satisfaction because you can smash them out in a day or half a day, and you have some pretty cool terrain sitting there for your board or maybe for a future Armies on Display project. I have an idea for a future 4th edition Chaos Dwarf Armies on Display board that I want to create. So just having a practice and creating these things will really help. But anyway, let's get into it. All you're going to need for this project is some foam, glue, sand, paint, and some small rocks. I'm just using a block of leftover insulation foam I got from my local hardware store. It's fairly solid and easy to work with, and one slab of this has lasted me a few terrain projects now. I'm drawing an oval shape approximately 20 centimeters in length, but feel free to draw whatever shape you like. Using a hacksaw blade, I'm then cutting out the oval shape, and this part is pretty messy, so make sure that you have something down to catch all the mess. I found cutting small sections of foam off around the oval made this part much easier than going crazy and just trying to cut the oval out in one go. Once it was cut out, I then cut my foam in half as it was pretty thick and I could easily make 2 small hills out of it. It's time to sand these things down, and obviously guys, make sure you wear your personal protective gear when you're doing stuff like this because no one wants little bits of foam in their lungs. I'm taking the foam into my garage where I can easily clean it up after, and I'm just sanding down the top edges until the block resembles a bit of a hill. I'm just using some fine sandpaper, but I'm sure the heavier stuff will work as well. Once you have a nice, smooth and rounded bit of foam like you see here, it'll be time to glue down some sand. This step is fairly simple. Just cover your foam with copious amounts of PVA glue, making sure you get the glue all the way to the bottom of the hill. It's a good idea to keep the glue pretty thick because you want it to hold as much sand as possible. I'm using an old paintbrush as I think it's probably not a good idea to use the Kalinskis for this step. Next, we're going to cover the hill with some sand, and being in Australia, I'm lucky enough to have sand on tap so I can grab it from the beach or even that big old desert in the center if I'm out in the sticks. I wouldn't say the sand I'm using is fine, it's kind of half fine, half coarse, but if I had my time again, I'd probably use something that has less larger stones in it. Now the guide and the White Dwarf didn't have stones as an option, but I'm going to add these in because I think they'll give the hill a bit more character. I found these little decorative stones from my local craft shop and they really do the trick as they have a great shape and they're the perfect size. You can use little rocks from outside, just make sure you give them a clean before you glue them down. I'm leaving the top area clear because I don't want rocks getting in the way of where I can put my unit of archers or gunmen. Now if you really wanted to jazz this big old cake up some more, you could even add some broken fencing around the front with some ice cream sticks, maybe a tombstone or 2, or even add a few skulls around the rocks. Today I'm keeping my hill fairly simple. It's time for some paint, but before we get into that, make sure you like this video if you're enjoying it, or maybe subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. I'd really appreciate it. I'm giving this bad boy a white undercoat to help make the goblin green, which I'll paint on later, pop. I'm using a can of white scar, but feel free to use paint straight from the tube because it's way cheaper. I just want to get rid of this can because it's been taking up so much space. Next up, I'm covering my rocks with some black, and I'm making sure they're covered all the way down to the sand. From here, we're going to get out the dry brush, and I use 1 part black to 1 part stonewall grey, and I give these a really good covering. I try to get most of the black, and then it's time for a lighter dry brush of pure stonewall grey. And to finish, I hit these stones with a lighter dry brush of pure white, making sure I hit all the edges. Now we are well and truly on the home straight, and it's time to paint the lot with one of the most old hammerish colours to exist, goblin green. I'm covering all the sand with this, and I do about 2 coats. It's a good idea to check that you painted the sides properly as well, because it is definitely easy to miss some spots. Once the hill is completely covered, it's time to wrap it up, and I dry brush on a mix of goblin green and dawn yellow, or maybe a light yellow, all over the sand. This final highlight will make it pop, and hopefully you have something that resembles a huge green egg. And here it is, a classic goblin green hill that you'd see in an old army book or an old White Dwarf back in the day. As I said, you could smash a couple of these out in half a day and they'd look great on your gaming table. Also, if you wanted to take it one step further, you could add some shrubs or bushes or anything like that. I think a few scattered around the rocks would look pretty good. But anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I just want to say a massive thank you to my Patreon members. You guys are a bunch of legends. And if you want to join the Anvil of Doom Patreon, the link is in the bio. And I have a few Patreon exclusive videos up there if you're interested. Anyway guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you all next time. Cheers.